Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Elgisa Erwitriana. I'm a college in Department Communication Studies at Universitas Muhammadiyah Yogyakarta. So as a student in Public Relation Research course, will now tell you about audit communication. Okay guys, this is the first slide. Before we going to the material of audit communication, we have to know about the basic concept of audit itself. So audit is a systemic process of obtaining assessing evidence regarding statements about economic aspect, determine the level of compatibility between these statements and standard criteria, and communicating the result to interest user. Or audit is also a process of testing of or evaluating a problem systematically, planned, organized, and methodological based on evidence. Using predetermined standard criteria, and the audit is complete by communicating the result to all interest parties. Okay, based on the definition of audit itself, there are 4 important things in audit itself. So the first, audit is a systemic process, meaning that the auditor's examination and testing of data is carried out in planned manner. An audit is the objective assessment of evidence, meaning that an audit is an independent empirical research or examination. Audit is the determination of the level of compatibility between statements and established criteria, meaning that audit is a form of determination or professional judgment with standardized criteria. And the last, the audit is complete by communicating the result to all interest user, which means that the result of the evaluation are open to those who should know about it. Okay, the next slide is about the purpose of audit itself. So audit to determine whether and where there is an overload or underload of communication with regard to topics, source, and channels of communication. And audit to assess the quality of information and measure the quality of communication relationship, specifically measuring trust, support, friend lines, and job satisfaction. An audit to recognize networks of active non-formal communication operation and compare them with formal communication. And you can read the next purpose of audit in this slide. So guys, audit ini dibagi ke dalam berbagai bidang. Salah satunya adalah di bidang komunikasi atau yang sering kita sebut sebagai audit communication. So, what is the audit communication? Okay, we're going to the next slide. Guys, this slide explain about the definition of audit communication. So, audit communication was first known in 1954 by George Audiner. And audit communication is an in-depth and thorough study of the implementation of organizational communication system that have the aim of improving organizational effectiveness. Communication systems are seen as a very important aspect in increasing organizational productivity. System, rules, and policies greatly influence the ways people communicate. Organizers have systems or rules that distinguish between leaders and employees. So there are the obstacles from audit communication is because audit communication are complex, covering all aspects of communication from source, media, processes, meanings, and message, form of communication, impact, and context of communication. Communication audits consist of many activities that are carried out in stage so that they take a long time. The impact that arises after the audit is considered terrible. This is because the audit produces recommendations that might not be ready to be faced. Okay guys, we're going to the next slide. So this slide explain about approach in audit communication. So there are 3 approach in audit communication. The first one is conceptual approach. So this approach relates to organizational performance in the field of communication or the effectiveness of the communication system. For this reason, it begins with the selection of standards for measuring organizational performance, namely measuring the extent to which the goals and objectives of communication activities are achieved. Then, it is applied to the examination of organizational performance. The second approach is survey approach as a single tool. It is the most widely conducted field evaluation research. Almost all evaluative research in organizational communication falls into this category, including homophily research that measures the effectiveness of communication based on the similarity of traits between communicators and recipients, anxiety or insecurity research of employees with various positions in the interaction network, credibility research, which is related to the human relationship between the parties. The last approach is procedural approach. It is an examination and assessment of communication practice and activities in a particular situation. The information obtained can be used as a benchmark for management to improve internal and external communication systems, improvement in planning and management control, and break the various gaps in the communication system, management control, and bridging various gaps in the communication system. Okay guys, the next slide is about the models of audit communication. There are 3 models in audit communication. The first model is conceptual structure model. So this model describes an organizational communication audit to understand the link between the purpose or ultimate goal of organizational communication in order to achieve organizational goals, the implementation procedures for utilizing communication networks, adopting communication policies, and implementing organizational structures that include works units. So the second model is organizational communication profile. The organizational profile model is a functional analysis model of the organizational system to examine the current state so that the errors that occur in an organization can be identified. This analysis views organizational communication as a factor that causes the effective or ineffective functional work of the organization. So, yes, you must know, and FYI, in model profil komunikasi organisasi itu memiliki 8 konsep khusus di dalam audit komunikasi. Kalian bisa lihat pada gambar di samping ini. Oke guys. So, di situ ada yang namanya kepuasan organisasi. Ada juga yang namanya iklim komunikasi, ada kualitas media, ada aksesibilitas informasi, ada penyebaran informasi dan juga muatan informasi, serta kemurnian pesan dan budaya organisasi. Jadi 8 konsep masing-masing itu memiliki definisi yang berbeda. Okay guys, so this is the last model of communication audit or audit communication. The last is organizational communication evaluation models. So this model is examination and assessment of communication practice and activities in a particular situation. The information obtained can be used a benchmark for management to improve internal and external communication system, improving in planning and management control, and bridging the various gaps in communication system. So guys, I think this is that all from me. I hope you I hope you can learn many things from our explanation or from my explanation, and see you in the next video. Bye bye guys. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.